I'm his Lordship, the founder of the Wilderness Guardians, and welcome to episode 6 of Runescape Recipes. Today we'll be making lava eels, which in the game require 53 fishing to catch and 57 cooking to cook. Lava eels were introduced into the game on the 27th of February 2002, and they can only be found in the lava maze in the wilderness or in Taverley Dungeon. Of course, lava eels don't actually exist in the real world. Well, at least I hope they don't. I do live next to an active volcano, but I don't like my chances. So today I'll be going down to my local river and hoping that I can catch a freshwater eel for myself.
So you don't actually need 99 fishing to catch an eel. You can find them in so many different freshwater sources around the world. Here I am in tranquil New Zealand, and all you have to do is really throw a hand line out into the water with a piece of fresh meat. Eels are nearly blind, but they're very sensitive to smell, so it also helps to throw a little bit of blood in before you start fishing, just to attract them. Let's see how we do. So after about 20 minutes, I managed to catch one. So the humane thing to do is to kill it right away, which I'm going to do shortly. And let's see what it tastes like.
So before we begin, I'd just like to state the obvious. Of course, lava eels don't exist in the real world, so the best we can do today is allude to lava eels by introducing some spice, like chili, to give that impression of heat. We've learned from the game that lava eels are orangey brown in colour, and to give that, I guess we can marinate the lava eels in some Indian spices such as turmeric, and then grill them, which I'll be doing today. Now obviously you don't have to fish for your own. Eel is readily available, especially smoked, and you can buy this at any exotic meat store online, and if you're lucky enough, even your local fishmonger might have some.
So it's really important to say for this video that many species of eels around the world are endangered or critically endangered. So please, if you're going to follow this recipe, source your eels as ethically as possible. The one that I caught today was a New Zealand longfin eel, and though there are plenty in my area, they are in gradual decline. So my pledge to myself is to never catch one again, or if I do, to release it back into the wild.
For this recipe, you will need eel fillets, cut up into about 10 to 12 3x7cm pieces, some vegetable oil, some turmeric, some chili powder, some white wine vinegar, pepper, salt, and about half a cup of flour. Put the eel pieces in a bowl and to them add a tablespoon of vinegar, a tablespoon of vegetable oil, a pinch of turmeric, a pinch of chili powder, and salt and pepper. Mix thoroughly. Marinate for 1 hour, or if possible, overnight.
So having just marinated our eels in turmeric, I think a good accompaniment to the eels today would be an Indian spiced rice.
For the spiced rice, you will need a pinch of turmeric, a small piece of cinnamon, optionally a pinch of mace, 4 cardamom pods, 4 whole cloves, and a pinch of salt. Wash 1.5 cups of rice in cold water, and then add double the amount of water and all the spices. Cook in a rice cooker or over a stovetop in a pot with slightly more water. Coat the pieces in flour. Generously coat a frying pan with a layer of oil and bring to a medium heat. Add the eel pieces one by one, being careful not to crowd them. Fry for 2 to 3 minutes per side until the flour is golden brown. Then transfer to a plate lined with kitchen roll to allow the oil to drain for a moment.
Now it's time to talk about wine pairings. For those of you who have seen my swordfish cooking video or my tuna potato cooking video would know that it's best to pair fish, including eel, with a dry wine or a dry cider. Or if you prefer beer, try a Pilsner. Today I'm going to be going with a Fiano di Avellino, which is a very special wine from southern Italy, and this is particularly good with eel. Now, Fiano di Avellino is a special wine because it is of a designated origin and it's controlled and guaranteed. So when you want to buy an authentic Fioro di Avellino, look for this seal. As far as dry wines go, that is incredibly mellow and it doesn't leave any kind of acidity. It's so smooth, it's almost like grape juice, really. So before I tuck in, I would just like to say thank you to all my viewers. Please do like and subscribe and share this if you like the content. This series depends on its popularity. Also, it being Golden Gnome season, please do send a nomination Jagex's way on my behalf. I'd be eternally grateful. And if you liked my last video for the cosplay, please do send in a nomination for that too. Okay, time to dig in. I'm a little bit nervous. I've never eaten eel before, so I have no idea what this is going to taste like. So I think I'm going to start with the rice, which I have cooked many, many times. Wonderful. The spice is incredibly subtle. It's not going to fight the eel when I eventually get around to it. Okay, it's actually quite tender. Brilliant. Tastes just like fish fingers. The chili's not very present actually. There's not much heat to it at all. I definitely think it has benefited from marinating overnight, and it's definitely more tender. It was a very difficult, tough meat to prepare and to fillet, but now it just falls apart so easily in the mouth. Don't be scared of it. It is actually delicious and definitely worth taking into your next wilderness adventure. Happy scaping, everyone.